to back when we were on Centennial Street and we lived next door to Icky. There was an incident. It was another good one. Oh, it was funny. She was with the nephew of Wretched, and that was like clientele of hers, so we're going to call him a Trick of John. He's a TJ. And I know, catch it with that lingo, sir. And they went around the block on Cornell Street, and they were parked by the empty lot right across the street from Mr. Green Tomatoes' house. Why do I call him Mr. Green Tomatoes? Because that's where I got my green tomatoes from. He and his son were both veterans. His son was outside that day working in the yard, and Enos is crying and screaming, and he walks over to see what's going on. And in not these exact words, TJ said that he had paid for that sex act. Now, TJ drove a gold Chevy Malibu with tinted windows, and he was on the block on a regular basis during this time because, like I said, it was regular clientele, TJ of hers. Well, Mr. Green Tomatoes looks at me. I'm in the yard with my best boy. He's taking a potty break. We're looking at each other like, he's like, what are we doing about this? I'll have nothing to do with it. I'll have nothing to do with it. See, Icky and Wretched had already been blocked over a year earlier on social media, on Facebook, and I stopped speaking to them. You couldn't get a hello out of me. How's your day going? Once I stopped speaking to you, I've deemed you irrelevant. It's a real smooth process for me. Real smooth. So, one of the things they always enjoyed doing was running around, making up skits, performing their sewer crumpet theater. They like to use other people's names. I got a term for it. NIL, name, image, likeness. Brings me to another story. Because during that time, one of my favorite places to buy my household cleaners, because I get them cheaper, is Dollar General and Family Dollar. And there had been so many times where I'm in a store, a gas station. I'm just on some mundane little housewife errand. And I keep hearing my name, my husband's name, from A, hood rats I wouldn't speak to. B, sewer crumpets. Don't even breathe this way. I might catch something. So thank goodness, we were all still wearing face masks. And I had my hair wrapped up in my Marilyn Monroe hair scarf. Y'all remember that one? That one was good. It allowed me to be so inconspicuous. A lot of the rookies at McKeesport's police department, they thought there was a new Muslim family that moved in. Some of the veterans on the police department, the cops that have been there for a while, I guess they thought it was kind of funny, like, where have you seen her before? Oh, I haven't. That has to be a new Muslim family. It was Mrs. Hortice the whole time. I know I can be so inconspicuous. It would be so funny. So funny. Like, I would be so amused and happy about it if there was a way that I could get like a special 007 brooch, hairpin, spy cam with audio. People do the dumbest shit in front of me. The dumbest shit. Like, just this year, here up at Sunoco, I watched an entire drug deal go down. An entire drug deal go down. It's funny. They do the dumbest shit in front of me. Now, that sewer crumpet, she had on a black tank top and like blue spandex shorts with a fupa. That acronym's funny. Go ahead, think about that one for a second. It always happens too. Now, there was another sewer crumpet in McKeesport. There was a few. Oh God, there was a few. One of the reasons why I had to leave birthplace. I'm not going to be around sewer crumpets. I'm not going to do it. Stuck up. My standard tire. How about that? I'll use Coach Tomlin's words. My standard tire. Thank you, Coach. I called her Felicia. She was biracial, unattractive, and had a pelvic injury or pelvic damage. She didn't walk right. She was on like a permanent gangster lane. She lived right along those duplexes on Versailles, right by the church that everybody votes at. And it's right down the street from Twin Rivers Elementary. Well, there were a bunch of abandoned cars there, and that's where she would perform her sex acts. Well, there's no reason for abandoned cars to be rocking. So I made sure that they got towed by the city. I made sure the city and the police department came up, tagged them with that sticker they put on the windshield, and they got towed. Not too long after that, she gets evicted. You know, how you paying those bills? I took away your means. So she ends up moving somewhere up by Speedy Mart, Bailey and Evans. Because I would see her on the corner there when I would stop at Speedy Mart to get our youngest son a treat or grab a pack of cigarettes. I'm out walking my best boy. And like I said, they do the dumbest shit in front of me. Just blatantly soliciting sexual acts, and there'd be hood rats soliciting for narcotics. Oh my. I probably should have went and worked for like the narcotics division or the FBI. I'm just so inconspicuous. And if you catch me on a morning where I'm in cleaning sweatpants and I got my hair up in my samurai knot, you'd be none the wiser. Like I said, they're stupid. See, everybody's all worried about what I remember, what I know, all those douche canoes and sewer crumpets. Well, it wasn't just me that witnessed that whole spiel of sex trafficking. It wasn't just me. There were several neighbors up there that witnessed it. Several. Down the street, round the corner, up the street. Up the street just a few feet at the time, he was a sergeant at the time. He got promoted to lieutenant. His mother and sister lived right up the street. Right up the street. So like I said, there's plenty of neighbors that remember that entire spiel of just sewer crumpet behavior, acts, and sewage theater. One of their favorite streets for their sewage theater was up on Bouquet. Another one they liked for sales. They would just try to do the most. All they actually did was cause enough noise that people who were into their show or their movie started paying attention. Started paying attention. I walked all the time. It's one of my favorite things to do. I walked to a point when I got tired of seeing all the litter. I started taking garbage bags with me and latex gloves, like you dye your hair with. I started picking up all the litter. I'd pick up the Turner's tea and the chip bags and the empty cigarette packs, and I left behind all the drug paraphernalia. I left behind all the condom wrappers. That way, the police department had a chance to understand and see there is a huge sex trafficking problem there. A huge one. I was real smart leaving certain things behind. You remember the little board game Clue? Right? I left little clues behind. Then I got tired of the clues. I got tired of the bullshit. This is back when Lebanon Church Road was getting ripped up and redone, drainage and all that PennDOT does. There were a few mornings where those construction workers got me through construction with a few minutes to spare. I used my few minutes wisely. I would stop right at McKeesport's Police Department and I would tell them, I want patrols. I want patrols. I want you patrolling my neighborhood. There's a sewer crumpet problem. I'm a smart cookie. And then that didn't happen. They patrolled, but sewer crumpets and douche canoes didn't go to jail fast enough for me. So I paid attention again, and I sat down with a pen and a piece of notebook paper and a Ziploc bag. And I wrote the blueprint to their bullshit. And I put it in a Ziploc bag. And I delivered it personally to the police department. I know, it didn't win a Grammy because, it wasn't the Jay-Z blueprint. But oh, was it legendary, and it's universal. It's universal. It works in any city. In any city. Any township, any borough. It works. When a housewife gets fed up, we make sure, for a couple days, we do a little extra chores to get us ahead so we can carve out some time. It's funny. One of their other favorite things to do was pull vehicles in the by the sidewalk in the empty lot that was between our house and Icky's house. And they would sit there with their Bluetooth turned up. You know how you Bluetooth your phone to your vehicle, that technology. They'd sit there with their Bluetooth turned up. And they'd be doing their sewer crumpet theater, using my husband's name. I'm in the house doing dishes, or maybe I'm doing the floors, or I might just be playing some Candy Crush on my phone. And I'm hearing all this and watching it all. From my living room window, you could basically see the entire block. So I had an eagle's nest view of their sewer crumpetness. It was funny. I was amused. There were a few videos circulating around on social media at that time where Douche Canoe was running around pretending to be my husband, using my husband's name in their sewer crumpet theater. And I seen them. I thought it was funny. I always took my husband to and from work. When quarantine happened and most of America's businesses shut down because his workplace had a military contract, they got deemed life essential. Okay, I was with it. It's not like being laid off. That's happened a few times. So I was with it. I even had special paperwork written up. I still have it in my wallet. I think it's funny. On his workplace's letterhead, saying that they are life essential and I am the one that takes my husband to and from work. Just in case, I got stopped by one police department or the other asking me why I was out on the road. I had already known that there were probably about 2 to 3 sewer crumpets doing their sewer crumpet acts under my name, image, and likeness. So I made sure that if I would get pulled over, I had proper paperwork to prove everything that I was saying. And I know my husband's work number off by heart. He's been at the same place for well over a decade. I'd been in and out of the South Hills for so long, well over a decade, because that's where his workplace is. Most of those police departments already knew who Mrs. Hartice was. That's what I'm saying. You gotta let the stupid talking monkeys be stupid talking monkeys. You gotta let these dumb douche canoes and sewer crumpets just be stupid. Let them be stupid. All they did was hem themselves up with a kitchen sink full of charges, throw the kitchen cabinets at them, a deep freezer, a fridge. They have racked up so many charges. So many. It's amusing. It's almost baffling how stupid they could be. Almost, right? So I just let them stalk me around. Oh, they stalked me, and they've been doing it for decades. Decades. I'm smart. I'll pull into a gas station, get your license plate number. I'll pull you right down in front of a traffic camera. Big flex. Toodaloo. See, I love the fact that Allegheny County has traffic cameras. I call them sex trafficker cameras. You're on candid camera. I love it. That's why I'll probably never leave Allegheny County. Most sex trafficking cameras per capita of a county. And I love it. Thank you so much, Allegheny County, because it's happened while I was here. Just last summer, Well, this summer. It's happened last year, and I'll pull you right down in front of a traffic camera. Toodaloo. They think they can scare me. That's the funny thing about fear. You got to know what to do with it. It's a lot like grief or any other human emotion. You got to know what to do with it. I'm a smart cookie. I'll just keep stopping at police stations. Letting them know. It's funny. Those charges, oh, that's going to be longer than any Christmas grocery list I ever had to run to the store and get. It's going to be longer than that. All those charges. See, there was so much that was done back in McKeesport, and then the fact that the same things are happening here in poker terms, you tipped your hand. You stupid sewer crumpet. You tipped your hand. I can see all your cards. Not only can I see all your cards, I know how you do everything. That's why I'm coming to take over YouTube, because they use it to drug traffic and sex traffic. Thumbs up, right, Mara? I'm coming to take that too. I have plenty of time. And I have very entertaining ways to amuse myself. So I'm coming to take that too. My dishes are done soaking. I'm going to get my chores done. Have a great day.